हाँ भाई, सब राजी की खुशी। क्या तरीका है लाइफ स्टार्ट करने का? खांसते खांसते स्ट्रेप्सिल्स खा रहा हूँ वैसे मैं अभी। बट आई गेस अब शांत हो गया गला। तो भाई सब राजी खुशी भाई, क्या हाल चाल है तुम्हारे? सब ठीक ठाक हैं? तो अब हम फिर से एक बुक स्टार्ट करने जा रहे हैं। ये बुक नहीं है, आई गेस ये एवरेंड ने कुछ सेलेक्टेड पोर्शन या किसी, लेट्स सी, मैं तुम्हें दिखा दूं कि वो क्या चीज है, तभी तुम्हें पता चल पाएगा। ठीक है। तो हम वाल्मीकि जी की रामायण तो पढ़ ही रहे हैं साइड बाय साइड, बट मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि मैं एक दूसरी बुक भी पढूं। मैंने मीठा खा लिया, सॉरी। हाँ, क्योंकि हम वाल्मीकि जी की रामायण पढ़ रहे हैं साइड बाय साइड, तो उसे कंप्लीट होने में बहुत टाइम लगने वाला है, तो हमने सोचा हम दूसरी बुक भी स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं। तो व्हाट शुड आई डू? शुड आई शेयर माय स्क्रीन? लेट मी जस्ट शेयर माय स्क्रीन देन। Screen now is being shared. Now let's search for Everend. That's Everend, guys. हाँ, तो हम जाते हैं होम पे। नहीं, टॉप चार्ट डिस्कवरी कहाँ मिला था भाई वो? शिट, मैं तो ये भी भूल गया। हम्म शिट ब्रो, कहाँ मिला था मैं तो वो भी भूल गया। एवरेंड ओरिजिनल्स। हाँ, यहाँ सबसे एंड में था। एवरेंड खोज। मोर पे जाते हैं। कोच वाला ही था वो कुछ, ठीक है। तो 33 पेजेस का है। ओरिजिनल लव फाइंडिंग पीस, नहीं, सबसे एंड में था आई गेस। हाँ, तो सबसे पहले चलो यही पढ़ते हैं। रीड नाउ। ठीक है, आई एम रियली नॉट श्योर कि ये क्या कंटेंट होने वाला है, बट लेट जस्ट रीड इट। जितना भी पढ़ा जाएगा हम पढ़ेंगे। हाँ, तो ऑन योर गोल्स, हाउ टू बिकम गोल oriented and set goals in your really goals you will really achieve. So on your goal, that is something. On your goal, how to become goal oriented and set your goals. Set goals you will really achieve by Scary Dill Script Coach. This is not what we need. This ebook is brought to you by Script Coach, a new imprint by Script dedicated to short form, inclusive, and insightful personal and professional growth course written by a recognized expert. Okay, they're available in audiobook and etc. etc. Introduction. Hello, welcome to How to Set Goals and Achieve Them. My name is Scree Drill. Sorry, Scree Dill, and I'm happy to have you here as we explore the power of setting goals. Goals are an important part of our life as we depend on them if we want to achieve anything. Goals give us a sense of meaning and enable us to feel personal pride and self worth when we meet them. Some people choose to live their lives by merely existing. They allow things to happen to them rather than having a sense of agency over their existence. But this isn't the way that a full life is meant to be lived. Maybe the person I am describing is you right now, unsure of what to do next and merely going through the motions. You have a spark of desire to achieve something different in your life, but you don't know how to get there. Perhaps you have no idea what you want for your future at all. If that sounds like you are in the right place. The ability to set goals isn't a natural skill that you're either born with or not. Instead, it is a consistent practice that you learn, that you need to learn and exercise. And no matter what point, and no matter what point you are at in life, you too can develop. this skill. This course is designed to help you become a goal setting machine. Instead of merely living your life, you can actively plan it out. You will discover the things you want for your future and take action to make those things happen. Throughout this course, you will go over importance of goal, what makes them worth setting, and how they can bring value to your life. We will also define what our purpose is and outline the vision we have for ourselves. Understanding purpose and vision is a key aspect of goal setting and will lay the groundwork for being successful. Once we have our terms clearly defined, we will move into goal setting techniques so that you can set goals that you are not only achievable but also aligned with your purpose. You will learn how to write out your action plan with the steps that will carry you to your goals. You will also discover who to share those plans with to hold you accountable. Finally, we will go over the things that that can set you back. These are the bad habit and emotional triggers you may have been indulging in throughout your life that have held you back from achieving goals throughout the process. These negative forces have the potential to hurt anyone's progress. Have you ever set a goal you were truly inspired by only to have it fall through? Maybe it was a goal to get in shape or learn a new skill. Your passion carried you through the first week or maybe even months, but soon you found yourself giving into the negative self talk and indulging in ideal behaviors. By identifying what behaviors shunts your progress, you will be able to manage them through the technique of mindfulness and meditation. After you have completed this course, you will be ready to take action. You will have the ability to not only set productive goals but also achieve them. You will also be fluent in the concept of journaling and develop the skill to capture your thoughts effectively in your own journal. Writing down Writing things down is an overlooked but essential tool. You will be writing down your plan as well as your thoughts and feelings every day to keep a record throughout the process. You will have a complete understanding of not only your purpose and vision, but also your emotional triggers. And by knowing what emotional triggers are, you will be able to stop them by derailing you will be able to stop them from derailing your purpose. You will learn to avoid common distraction too. You know the ones they are those friends who never get anything done with the social media app you can't seems to stop scrolling through, and the book and the TV show you waste all of your time consuming. Most importantly, at the end of this course, you will become a more ambitious and goal oriented person. That means the kind of person who not only set goals but follow through with them. And in doing so, you will have the power to change your life. This course didn't develop from theoretical concept or half baked ideas from other people. This course was born out of my own lived experience. These are tried and proven techniques I needed for my own life. I want the success I have fostered in my own life to be your success as well. I am author as well as a prosperity success coach, trainer, educator. My life's work has been to show people their best potential and give them the tools to realize their dreams. That's exactly what I plan to do for you in this course. I'm delighted to have you on this journey with me. I hope that you implement all of the strategies in this course to not only be more productive with your life but also to uncover the best version of yourself, the ones that been hiding with you all along. With that said, let's get started. I'll see you in the next unit where we will review all the basic about setting goals. Chapter 1, Why Set Goals? Welcome to the first unit of the course. We will establish the fundamental defining purpose and vision, understanding why you should set goals, and introducing the basic of goal setting. First, let's get a better understanding of who you are. If you are here listening to an audio course on setting goals, odds are that you feel you need help in your own goal setting skills on some level. Perhaps you have trouble with following through or you don't clearly understand what your goal should be. But take a step back from for a moment. Have you ever stopped to consider just why your goals are so important? So often we have a goal and don't understand why we have it or what we truly gain from it. The goal you have might not even be your own personal goal, but rather one you inherit from your parent or a friend. Not examining the reason behind your goal is the first fatal flaw you can make in your progress. By knowing the nature of your purpose with intentional goal setting, you are creating a foundation wherein you can be successful. This unit is dedicated to laying the groundwork that bears fruit. Before you take any action at all, you learn why goal setting should have a role in your life. We will also define what purpose actually is and how having a clear vision and a purpose is crucial component of work. Then we will jump into the ABC of goal setting and introduction of what it is actually is and why it's important. So let's jump right in. We will start with a purpose and a vision. Two terms that I would be remiss if I did not discuss in a course of goal. In fact, they are arguably the most important part of setting goal properly. Because without understanding these two elements, you cannot create useful goals. You probably heard both of these terms before, but what do you actually mean? What do they actually mean? Let's start with purpose. Simply put, your life's purpose is the reason you are on earth. You might also see it referred to as your mission, objective, or life's work. But these terms all mean the same thing. In other words, why are you here? It's a question worth answering. We are all here for a reason, whether we are aware of it or not. To understand what your own calling is, you may have to do some self discovery work in order to ascertain those passion and desire that will truly fulfill you. Perhaps you are one of those lucky people who already understand exactly what your purpose is. Or maybe you have absolutely no idea. Whichever end of spectrum you're on, it's still important to invest the time to uncover what you were put on this earth for. You might even surprise yourself by discovering your purpose was different from the one you initially imagined. But eventually, there are no shortcuts to this process. You can't have someone else do the work for you. The answers are within you, and only you know the truth of who you are. This process could take months or even years to truly comprehend. So you have to be willingly to take on that time commitment and go deeper within yourself. The key is to have patience and allow yourself to grow and develop over time. Trust me, all that time is well worth it. Without understanding the purpose, any goal you set will be absolutely meaningless and will not have the drive you need to complete it. It is it is the difference between goals that are achieved and the goals that get left on the cutting room floor. Understanding yourself can seem intimidating. You are a complex creature made up of many layers of consciousness. How are you supposed to reveal what your true purpose is? A good starting place for the process is to consider what you love, what you find valuable. Pay attention to your reaction. Those things you truly care about will make you excited or fill you with joy. Most importantly, the things you love will have a ripple effect on the world around you. You all have solution to the purpose that are happening in the world. These are solutions that we are in unique position to offer. Consider purpose in those terms. Perhaps you love to write. How can your love of putting pen to paper be a force in the world? Maybe it's sharing knowledge with others or simply making someone else in the world feel understood by the words you put on a page. No matter what the problem is, your purpose will be using your skill to offer those solutions. The difference between goals that have purpose versus goal that lack them is that goal with purpose have meaning. Without purpose, not only will your goal lack value, but they also won't be successful. That's because there is no true success without purpose. Success is connected to knowing who you are and why you are here. This knowledge is the driving force of everything you do that end up being successful. As an example, imagine that you are a track athlete and you have a goal of cutting the race time in half. But you haven't taken the time to understand what your purpose is. You like to run and being faster runner seems like a logical goal, but you have neglected to invest any time in self-reflection. As you put the hard effort into train each day, you have no higher calling to give you the drive to finish. Eventually, you burn out. Now, imagine that you have done the work. You have the overcome something as a young person, and you want to inspire and motivate other young people who have similar story that they can overcome their circumstances as well. Now, when the training gets difficult, you can access that deeper purpose behind your goal to help you push ahead instead of giving up. In a purposeful and intentional life, you have the opportunity to experience abundance, joy, happiness, wealth, and success. Above all, when you live a purposeful life, you are empowered to organize your life and work toward the things that are both meaningful and valuable to you. You won't be wasting all those vital resources, time, money, and energy on those things that aren't important. Instead, those resources will be redirected to efforts that will bear success. Now that we understand purpose and know what it takes to define our own purpose, let's move on to vision. Purpose and vision work hand in hand. When you know who you are and why you are, you start to see yourself in a different light. All of a sudden, you understand your value and a worth as a human being, and this triggers you to imagine the possibilities that life has to offer. In short, purpose gives birth to vision. And what is vision? It's a glimpse into the future with your mind's eye. You use your innate ability to visualize what you want out of your life in your future. And from there, you can make it a reality. I like to explain the importance of vision with its aphorism. A person without a vision is like a ship without a rudder. And what is a rudder? A rudder is an object that determines the direction of a ship. Without a rudder, that same ship couldn't end up in any direction, meaninglessly drifting with the waves, it will not reach its destination. The same goes for vision. Without a vision for a future, you are aimless. Your life could move in any direction, and it's almost guaranteed that it won't move in the direction you want it to move, leading you to a disappointment. But with a vision, you start to direct your path, and eventually you will find yourself at the destination you were seeking. You might be asking, why bother with all this? I have achieved things in my life before without a vision. I have money, car, and a family. So why should I do any work to discover myself? The answer lies in how you define success. Many people mistake success with having a lot of things or reaching a higher level of status among your peers. But those things do not bring true happiness or fulfillment. Success is not measured by what you earned or achieved in this life. Instead, it is measured how meaningful and purposeful your life is. It's about finding happiness in what you are doing when you wake up in the morning without the constant nagging in your mind that there is something you are missing. Without finding meaning in your achievement, all those accolades and accumulation means almost nothing. And vision is the key to get you there. Your vision is so vivid and powerful that it compels you to act in a way that will bring you desired result. Another way to describe these action is setting goals. Setting goal is a direct result of having a vision. When you start to see the broader picture, it compels you to make those goals. Goal setting is what allows you to achieve your vision. As you move through the process of realizing these goals, it's critical to stay in alignment with your purpose and vision. Do this by staying true to the things that matter to you. Whether you are journaling them or displaying visual cues, remember to stay focused on morals, values, and standards you hold that brought you to this place. You also need to avoid unimportant distraction. They are those things that present an obstacle in your path as you move forward. Instead of writing another chapter in your novel, you are tempted to watch just one more episode of your favorite TV show. These are small choices that stop you from realizing your goal. You will go over these hindrances in more depth during our final unit. It starts with mindset. Decide today that you are going to live your best life. Once you have made that decision, make it a priority to keep your energy high as you pursue your vision. Do what it takes to stay passionate so that nothing stops you from achieving your dreams. That might that might mean setting aside an hour every morning to look at the plans you have written down, or consuming content that inspire you to keep moving forward. It will rekindle that fire you have for your vision. Despite how it may feel, that fire never goes away. It's simply low and need more kindling to grow. More than anything, stay true to what success means for you without comparing your success to other. Comparing yourself to other is an act of violence on yourself, not love. You might have heard the phrase before that comparison is a thief of joy. This isn't just a saying, it's true. Success look different for each person based on their perception. Just because a person has what you may want, it doesn't mean they have found success. By comparing yourself to someone, you not only create an obstacle for your goal, but also lose sight of your purpose. What is for you is for you, and what is for them is for them. Focus on what success is for you and be patient as you work toward your goals. Now you understand how purpose and vision are interconnected with your goals. You start with understanding your purpose, allow to inform your vision for the future, and from there take action with your goals. But let's take an even bigger step back and identify why we should set goals in the first place. Why are they an important part of bringing your vision into fruition? It's so vital to understand what a goal is before we can answer that question. A goal is a desired result that you envision. It is an aim or target that you wish to accomplish in the future. You are committed and loyal to a goal, and that commitment and loyalty spurs you to create the plan that will manifest it. The reason that setting goals is important is that goal will guide the reason that setting goal is important is that goal will guide and direct your action. You have a clear starting and end point, and you are able to break down the intermediate step that will get you from point A to point B. Having having regular goals allow you to track your progress over time by looking at the result and identifying the barriers. This will help you stay motivated and be more effective. By implementing daily, weekly, and monthly and yearly goals, you will make tracking progress easier with bit size milestone that allow you to course correct as you go. Goals also keep you focused on your true purpose and the vision you have for your future. Every day you will come across people or situation that will distract you from your goals. Goals help you to stay on the path and become and be clear about the things that you want. What type of focus can What type of focus can only come from seeing the end vision of your life and being guided by it? By creating goals that align with that purpose, they can also become your life fuller by giving it meaning. Through the process of self discovery, you are able to define what you truly desire, and that makes you a more fulfilled human being. The journey of self discovery also means that you understand yourself better and can treat yourself with more compassion and love. This is an inevitable consequence of reflecting on your emotion, feeling, and desire. You can't put a price tag on a feeling of inner joy and bring the stems from this process. This inner joy extend out into the rest of your life, creating a better environment for yourself and more productive relationship with the people around you. You can exist with a jest and passion that you simply can't get from aimless living. As you work through every step of your goal and accomplish what you set out to do, you will begin to feel more pride and confidence in yourself. And let's be honest, life is complicated. Life without defined goal can make life even more confusing. Some of us are naturally more disorganized, which can cause us to be even more aimless. Goals help you to organize and prioritize your life with clear intention. When you set goals, you know exactly what you want to go and how you're going to get there. Finally, setting goals allow you to tap into all those dynamic aspects of human spirit, desire, hope, and imagination. While we haven't covered hope yet, the power of hope cannot be overstated. Hope gives you a glimpse into possibilities of the future. With hope, you are inspired to aim for targets that you never thought it would be possible for you to achieve. The case of setting goals can be summed up in this example about building a home. Imagine your dream home. Maybe it has wraparound porch or a big spacious kitchen. You're finally ready to build that dream home. So what's the first thing you do? The answer is of course that you need a plan. The plan is obviously good for instructing you how to build the home rather than blindly driving in, but it also going to allow you to visualize what the outcome will be and drive you to complete the project. You can see that layout on the page and imagine yourself drinking a cup of coffee on the porch or creating lavish dinner in the kitchen for your loved ones. That visualization makes you excited to complete this project and inspires you to keep going. The picture in your mind is extremely important. As you have probably heard before, it's not just about the destination, it's also about the journey. One of those many positives of setting goal is how it will change you as a person. People who set goals are committed, ambitious, and organized. Even if you feel like that doesn't describe you now, you will start noticing those change over time. Throughout this process, you will be yourself becoming more confident as you begin to tick off the different checkbox you have created for yourself. You will also develop a sense of inner strength knowing that the work you have done was a direct result of your own action and willpower. This will ultimately lead to a sense of self pride and worth as you access your own power. Goal setting will change your view on life. Where you might have felt ideal and directionless before, like a ship lost at sea, you will feel as a sense of purpose for your life. You will have a better appreciation of life as a whole when you find your place in the world and move make moves to pursue it. You should now have a better comprehension of values of setting goals, not just how it can help you manifest your vision, but also how it can bring out the best aspect of yourself that often get buried over time. But what are the specific action you need to take to bring your goals from the abstract realm and make them concrete? We will go over this in detail in the next unit, but first we need to establish a brief overview of goal setting so that you can go into the process with right mindset. You will find that having the right mindset is essential in every step of this process, from purpose to execution. The primary things you need to understand is that setting goal is a lifestyle. So often in life we are being sold quick schemes or hacks to make our life better with minimal efforts. And while those offering can seem tempting, they are usually just smoke and mirror. There is no sustainable life altering change without effort and devotion. Goal setting can revamp your life completely, but but you won't get there if it's a part-time solution for you. The vision that you have the vision that you have require full commitment. While you should never expect yourself to be perfect, if you are not making the effort to plan things out, an incomplete milestone, that vision become nothing more than a dream. And if you find yourself lacking commitment, no matter how hard you try, you might need to go back to the drawing board on what your vision and purpose is. Your vision will should motivate you to full devotion, not half-hearted engagement. This led to our next point that goals also require extreme self-discipline and ownership of your commitment. Without discipline, you won't get very far in your journey. If you can't control your feeling and emotion, you won't be able to complete necessary tasks when you start to lose your motivation, and that will happen eventually. You can have many kind of goal sometime all at once. You can have relationship goals such as familiar, parental, romantic, or platonic. You can also have goals to advance yourself in the world such as educational, financial, or professional goals. Finally, there are goals to better yourself personally. Thinking Think spiritual, mental, and physical wellness goals. When you are considering what your goal should be, identifying what area you want to see improvement in is an important first step. For an example, might be that you have want to better yourself financially. Once you have identified that area, you can make more specific goals to getting rid of credit card, debt, or paying your mortgage ahead of time. No matter what your goal are, the process remains the same. You still need to learn the goal setting strategies and process that will allow you to achieve whatever goal you choose. We are nearly ready to move on the next unit where we will outline the steps to plan our goals. But first, let's do one exercise. I want you to grab your journal and something to write with. This journal will be your companion throughout this entire process. Set aside this time to write a general entry about your purpose. You are going to try to identify what your purpose is. So, if you are not sure, take this time to write freely about the things you enjoy doing and the moral values that are important to you. Don't think too hard about the way you are writing your general entry. Don't judge yourself throughout the process. Just allow the consciousness to spill out on the page. When you're finalized, you can read it over and try to identify your purpose through what you have written so that you can start and to next consider what your goal will be. When you are finished, join me in the next unit where I'll talk about how you can transform your purpose into strategic and defined goals. That was chapter one, guys. Let me just bookmark it. Bookmark, yes, in yoga. Create a bookmark. So I'm back, guys. We have completed first chapter of the book. That was crazy book. It's about goal. Goals are very important, and whatever he said did make sense to me. What about you guys? Does it make sense to you guys or no? What do you think? But for me, it was a basics, right? It was a very basic thing that you need to, how you need to achieve your goals, how dedicated you need to be, and how, like everything, summed up. But let's see how we end this book. This is the first chapter we have completed. Now the second chapter would we will maybe try tomorrow to read out fully. Now I'm feeling a little bit sleepy over here. You can see my eyes are red for no reason. So let's say goodbye to each other and maybe we'll find each other next day. on reading the second chapter of the book and the other chapters of the book by Valmiki's Ramayana Balakanda. I guess we have done 13 chapter. We will done two chapters in the next session whenever we are sitting. So, sayonara, guys. Bye bye. See you. Tara. Love you all. Please take care of yourself. Harar Mahadev. Jai Ram Ji ki.